This year, the WCC established their first ever Hall of Honor, honoring one player from each team in the conference for their accomplishments on and off the court. WCC 360 got a first look.
It doesn't get any better than this, being recognized for something that happened 40 years ago.
Some things you should know about Joe Ellis. One, he represents what the university is all about, the student athlete, and giving back to the community, working with young kids. He's a very unique individual, and he represents the University of San Francisco and the WCC in the best way possible.
As a person, he was the funniest guy, one of the funniest guys I've ever met. He was always the life of the party. He was always clowning around. That's the type of guy you want to go to battle with. You want to go to war with a guy like that. One time he told me, Jeff, I don't care if you miss every shot, I'm getting the rebound. Don't worry about it. So I did shoot it.
Dr. Watson, Pepperdine, I just can't say enough. Coming out of Seattle as a kid and not knowing what you're going to do, for them to give the opportunity to me to be able to play basketball was just fantastic.
Doug Christie, as a student athlete, was just an amazing athlete. He was focused on his basketball. He was a team player. And now, as he's matured as a man and as a family man, with a loving wife and children, he's out giving back to the community. And he's determined that's what life's all about.
I'd really like to congratulate the honorees. It's really a privilege for me to be inducted into the inaugural Hall of Honor with these gentlemen.
He is probably the only player and coach in the history of the school to go as far as he has in terms of the apex of basketball, which is the NBA. And he really has been at the forefront of getting more of our folks into the NBA.
It's been nearly 6 years since Clive's passing, and knowing that he's still regarded so highly in the athletic community is quite an honor. I'm sure that Clive would have considered it a privilege to be here amongst all of these outstanding individuals who have contributed so generously over the years to the athletic communities and their schools.
This honor is very, very meaningful to me. I spent so many years in the league, and to have this event associated with this wonderful tournament and the West Coast Conference is really something that the Commissioner's office and his staff has done that we need to applaud him for.
I think Carroll Williams really embodies the spirit and the ideals of Santa Clara University. He's a shining example, I think, for this conference, a conference which he really had a significant impact upon in shaping it to be the conference it is today, of the right way to do it.
This is just the start of it. There's so many guys out there, so many, and I'm sure some women are going to be involved in this Hall of Fame very soon. And it honors them, it brings honor to the college, and honor to friends and family.
Thomas Sherry, you know, when I went to the Warriors in 1966, Tom was very physically strong, a gifted player, and he just worked his tail off every time he stepped on the floor, which is what every basketball player should be. And he was he is a better person than he was a basketball player.
We'd like to give thanks for just being, I guess, put in this position. It's been a long time ago, but regardless how long ago something is, it's always nice to be remembered.
For the longest time, I didn't even know my dad played basketball. Well, I should have known because he'd always put us on, he put me on an all-boys team when I was little so that he can tough me up for basketball. But we didn't know that stuff because, growing up, he was always into, other things besides that. We used to do, every Christmas, we'd always do music videos, and we'd make it, and my dad loved to be James Brown. It's just cool. He's just an awesome person, and I'm really excited for him and his new honor.
I'm Chris Begley for WCCTV 360.